Title: Grizzlies GM gives Ja Morant a timeout, appropriate or overkill? TLDR, the Memphis Grizzlies general manager, Kleiman, has weighed in on Ja Morant's recent 25-game suspension, deeming it appropriate but insisting that serious steps need to be taken. The decision has sparked debates about player conduct, accountability, and the fairness of the punishment. Is this suspension a necessary wake-up call for Morant, or is the league being too harsh? Memphis, Tennessee. In a recent statement that has sent shockwaves through the NBA community, Grizzlies GM Kleiman has spoken out about Ja Morant's controversial 25-game suspension. The decision, handed down by the league, has been met with mixed reactions, but Kleiman has publicly expressed his support for the punishment, believing it to be appropriate given the circumstances. The suspension comes after Morant's heated altercation with an opposing player during a recent game. The incident was captured on camera and quickly circulated on social media, leading to widespread condemnation and demands for disciplinary action. The league wasted no time in responding, issuing the lengthy suspension as a way to send a clear message about player conduct and maintaining the integrity of the game. Kleiman's endorsement of the suspension may come as a surprise to some, as many fans and analysts expected the team's GM to defend his star player. However, Kleiman took a different approach, acknowledging that Morant's actions crossed a line and necessitated severe consequences. But Kleiman's support for the suspension doesn't end there. He believes that serious steps must be taken to address the underlying issues that led to the altercation. This cryptic comment has left fans and analysts speculating about what those steps might entail. Is there more to this story than meets the eye? Are there off-court matters that need to be resolved? The questions linger, leaving fans hungry for answers. The league's decision to suspend Morant for such a significant number of games raises several thought-provoking questions. Is this suspension an appropriate response, or does it border on excessive? Some argue that a shorter suspension would have been sufficient to make a statement, while others contend that the league is right to take a hard stance against unsportsmanlike behavior. Moreover, as Morant sits on the sidelines for the next 25 games, the Grizzlies will undoubtedly feel the impact of his absence on the court. Can the team remain competitive without their star point guard? Will other players step up to fill the void, or will this suspension derail their season? The future of the Grizzlies hangs in the balance, creating an aura of uncertainty and anticipation for the team's fans. In the end, this incident involving Ja Morant has sparked a broader conversation about player accountability, the role of disciplinary measures, and the fine line between punishment and rehabilitation. What should the NBA do to ensure that players conduct themselves appropriately on and off the court? And how can they strike a balance between delivering justice and providing opportunities for growth and improvement? It's a complex issue that requires careful consideration and ongoing dialogue. So, what's your take on the situation? Do you think Ja Morant's 25-game suspension is justified, or is it an excessive penalty? And what are the serious steps that Kleiman alluded to? Join the conversation and let us know your thoughts. End with a provocative question that encourages discussion. Can the NBA find a way to discipline players effectively without hindering their personal growth and the success of their teams?